Trump just hit hard, very hard. In the middle of the war in Ukraine, he's targeting a country once seen as a close ally, India. Why? Because of Russian oil. And the punishment is brutal, an additional 25% tariff on all Indian imports. This isn't diplomacy anymore. It's a full-blown trade war. If you don't want to miss a single move in this clash of giants, subscribe now. On August 6, 2025, Donald Trump announced a decision that shook New Delhi. Indian goods will now be taxed at 50% when entering the U.S. market. Yes, you heard right, 50%. That's double the usual rate. It's a message loud and clear to Prime Minister Modi. Keep buying Russian oil, and you risk losing access to the American economy. Trump, in his signature tone, didn't hold back. You can't claim to be our friend while financing our enemy. He accuses India of indirectly fueling Vladimir Putin's war by massively importing cheap Russian crude, and he demands an immediate halt to these energy ties. But India has no intention of backing down. New Delhi reacted sharply. The Indian government condemned the move as unilateral, unfair, and unacceptable. They argue that oil purchases are a sovereign decision based on the economic needs of a country with 1.4 billion people. Since 2022, India has become one of Russia's biggest oil customers, taking advantage of significant discounts. For Indian authorities, there's no reason to sacrifice such a deal just to align with Washington's geopolitical agenda. But Trump's move is already causing damage. Within hours, the Indian rupee dropped. Markets panicked. Major Indian companies like Tata, Infosys, and Reliance saw their stock values plunge. And beyond the numbers, the geopolitical balance itself is shaking. If American pressure increases, India may lean even closer to Russia and to China. Because in the shadows, China is watching. For Beijing, this conflict is a golden opportunity. The more tension there is between Washington and New Delhi, the more India might drift toward the China-Russia bloc. A nightmare scenario for the U.S., which had hoped to rely on India to counterbalance China's growing influence in the Indo-Pacific. But Trump, staying true to his hardline approach, would rather punish than persuade. And this is just the beginning. Other countries that rely on cheap Russian oil, like Brazil, Turkey, and even some African nations, now fear they could be next on Trump's list. This is no longer just a Trump versus Modi issue. It's a fault line dividing much of the global South. Do you think Trump was right to sanction India? Or is he going too far, risking a strategic partnership? Let us know in the comments, and subscribe now to follow the next chapter in this explosive standoff.